All right, here we go. Gorgeous George and Goes landing another big name here on the MMA Junkie Radio show, although it's video now, not radio, because we're in this COVID-19 pandemic stage, Northcutt. We got to do what we got to do. How you doing, man? Are you staying safe out there?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing great. Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, cool. Now, technically right now, you're in the central time zone, so I imagine you're back home in the Houston, Texas area?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm actually visiting my family. I'm in Austin, Texas right now. So not too far from Houston.
Okay.
Yep.
And how's this affecting you? You've always had a great attitude about life, but this is a pretty serious deal, and it's stopped a lot of people from working. It's taken a lot of lives. How are you dealing with it, you and your family?
Yeah, man, it's pretty crazy times right now. It's horrible that so many people don't have jobs for the past couple months, and everybody's dealing with this. And I know it's got to be tough on a lot of people. And man, I hope everybody can get back to work soon. I hope the fights are starting to continue. I hope people's jobs are starting to continue, and people can get those jobs back if they lost them. Man, I know it's really tough right now for me. Being able to not be able to go train MMA too. All the gyms are shut down. It's definitely tough times for a lot of people out there.
And when you do finally get going again and start a camp and get back into fighting, will it be in Texas, or are you still part of Team Alpha Male?
No, yeah, I've been part of Team Alpha Male for the past couple years, past years actually. So yeah, definitely. Right now I'm just visiting my family in Texas. I know everything's been shut down. I happen to be down here. It's my brother's birthday today, so I was planning on coming out early and just spend time with my brother and my family. So right now I'm down here. Everything's quarantined up, but hopefully things get back to normal, and hopefully not just me, but everybody can get back to training soon.
Now, once one championship gives the green light and everything starts picking up again, are you ready to take on an assignment? Are you ready for a fight booking, or are you still working your way back, I guess?
No, you know what? Not quite yet ready. Obviously, nobody's able to train right now. I'm able to eat healthy and just stay in shape, but no one's able to train MMA. The gyms are shut down. The fights haven't been going on. Training hasn't been going on with all the corona stuff going around. So at the moment, no. I'm also healing up still. I'm waiting for the doctors to give me the okay to have full contact. But man, I'm so eager, and I can't wait to get back out there and fight again. And I'm looking forward to it.
Now, when you're waiting for the final okay from the doctors, does it still have to do with the nerve damage, or is there something else that you're waiting to get clearance on?
No, yeah, I mean, I don't really like to talk about it. Still the same injury, of course, from my last fight. Just healing up from that. But just waiting for the doctors to give me the okay, because wait until I can have the ability to have full contact training, because nobody wants to be able to go into a fight, obviously, if they're not feeling well and they're not healed up, and nobody wants to be able to go in a fight too if they're not being able to train full contact and train as hard as they can. So as for me coming back, I want to be able to train hard as I can and be my best ever.
All right, I'm going to respect what you said, and we'll leave it. I just want to tell you one thing. I'm with you, man. I suffer from Bell's palsy, so I have nerve damage on my right side. So I know how this can be, and stay positive. You're young and in good shape, which is the opposite of me. I'm old and not in good shape.
Nah, you're funny.
But you'll be good, man. You'll be back soon. So all right, let's talk about this then. When you do come back, the one thing I've noticed in your career, and I've followed it, pretty much the whole way. There's been lightweight and a welterweight type of a juggle. What are you gonna still kind of do that, or are you gonna commit to one of the two weight classes?
No, you know what? I mean, everybody makes it's kind of like trial and error. You're making mistakes, especially when you're learning and you're young and you're new to the sport. For me, I went from fighting at lightweight, 155 pounds. I was cutting weight because I was trying to actually gain weight at the time when I was younger, and I was in college, and I just didn't know the full process of getting to try things out and make mistakes and learn from them. So that's why I went from 155 to 170 back and forth. My last fight was 185 pounds. I don't know if people remember that. 185 pounds my last fight, and that's totally different weight class too. That's obviously a weight class that was way too big for me and for the weight that I am. So yes, I would like to go back down. For me, 155 pounds, where I was undefeated before in the UFC. I was 5-0, and that's where I'm the most dominant at. So I like to fight that weight class.
So Lee and Abasoff, but they're both standing there. The bigger bullseye is on Lee, is what you're saying?
Oh wait, sorry. We say that one more time.
I was saying, so if Abasoff, the welterweight champ, and Lee are both standing there, the bigger bullseye right now is on Lee. That you're focusing more on his division.
Well, you know what? I don't have a focus on anybody certain and their division. It's just that weight class fits my body style, the weight that I am naturally when I'm training and doing all my cardio and conditioning and full contact sparring and everything. That 155-pound weight class, which is actually it's featherweight for one championship is what they call it, which is lightweight in America, but featherweight for one championship. That's the weight class that fits me the best. So it's not that I have hopes of fighting any specific person or I have a target. Let's say it's just that's my weight class that's going to fit me the best. I feel like.
All right. Now, Sage, let me ask you something. Uriah Faber's been a kind of a not only a coach but mentor. What have you learned the most from the California kid?
Well, definitely. You know, I've learned so much stuff over the past few years. I've improved a lot of things. Also, just getting to learn how him being one of the best fighters of all time, how he walks around, his attitude, even little things like when I was in Singapore, him giving me like positivity after my fight and the things that I went through my last fight. Um, just taking it from someone who's one of the best in the world, getting to see how he walks, kind of rubs off on you. So that's why I have so much drive right now to get back out there and fight and come back stronger than ever and kind of change some things up, make my style better than what it was before, and take my strengths and really use those. So I'm really excited for it. And there's so many things I'm learning from Mr. Faber.
Sage, when you talk about going back down in weight, obviously, if George or I were talking about it, there's places we can lose weight. With you, it seems like it's all muscle. I mean, I don't know that you really have much fat to lose or water. How is that weight cut going to be for you? Are you going to do some trials to see if maybe growing up has made that a little bit more difficult now?
Oh, thanks. You know what? It's not so much cutting weight. That's the thing. One championship people, they have a thing where you're fighting at your natural weight, so they do the hydration test. And for me, it's just me getting back out there. I'm able to train full contact, being able to spar hard, train harder than ever. Just train like I normally do with my cardio and just kill it harder than ever in my training. And that's how I am. If you ask anybody that knows me, I'm always training and trying to out-train anybody that I go against. So whether if we're going to run outside and run 2 miles, I'm trying to beat everybody. If we're training in practice, I'm trying to do the drills faster. So that's not a thing about cutting weight. It's just my natural weight. Instead of trying to eat to gain weight or focus on anything to get bigger, I'm just walk around my natural weight.
We've always known you to be a responsible guy. I don't want to say you got thrusted into being an adult, but you definitely, your first job is a lot different than our first job, and you've been doing this for quite a while now. Do you ever look back at that time? If I go back and put myself where you are at your age, I was doing the stuff of going to Vegas for the first time, doing all that type of stuff. Do you ever look back on that time period? Were you able to do a lot of the stuff that a lot of us get to do, or did you get kind of thrusted into adulthood really quickly?
Well, you know, since I was 19 years old and started before fighting for the UFC, and then fighting professionally, even before that, I was going to school trying to study to be a petroleum engineer and fighting at the same time. And after that, fighting became my main focus. Once I put the school on pause, that's all my main focus was. So besides doing little fun things here and there, if I was going off-roading or going out in the woods hiking to get some cardio in or whatever it might be, my main focus was that. So no, I never go out. I've never been out to bars. I've never been out drinking or partying and doing that kind of stuff because I've always had a goal and had a focus on trying to become the best I can be at the sport and my job. So no, I wasn't thrust into adulthood. It wasn't put on me. It was my choice. But yeah, I've enjoyed every moment of it.
When you run into friends from, let's say, junior high, even a little bit of high school, but I mean, you started fighting at 19 at a high level. When you run into them and they go, "Hey, Sage, what have you been up to?" And you tell them, "I'm a professional fighter. This is what I've done." Do they look at that and say, "Okay, that makes sense"? Or do they go, what? Sage Northcutt from junior high is doing that? How do they react when you tell them that?
No, yeah, they totally get that. I had a few instances in school actually when I was in high school of people actually trying to pick fights on some people that I knew and people that I didn't know, and I stuck up for them. Of course, I had to choke out one person one time in school, and it was a big time bully and trying to stick up for the people that can't stick up for themselves, and obviously not doing anything it should do, but yeah, so most of the people expect me to be in the fighting, and they follow me since I was 15, 16, 17 years old, fighting and watched my fights online and traveled around the world to watch me fight. So they're all supporting me.
Was that that fight that you're talking about way back when? Was that like one of your first tastes of going this route of doing it now professionally?
Yeah. You mean outside like an actual sanctioned fight? I've had a few things. I've had things like in middle school when someone was trying to pick on me actually, and it was a bully, and certain things happened, or I was sticking up for somebody else and had to stop them from trying to beat somebody up. And I've just been super blessed that I've had the skill not to actually have to hit anybody hard or do anything. I can diffuse a situation without having to do anything. So, but yeah, that's probably I don't know. It goes way back, but I'm always a person that's trying to stick up for the people that can't stick up for themselves.
All right, you just blew my mind right now. I am the king of street fight stories, meaning I like to hear them. You can ask your right. He's probably told me about 5 or 6 really, really good ones. And if you're ever out with him, tell him to tell you about the one in San Diego with some KKK guys. But anyway, tell me a little bit more about either one of those or Texas A&M. Let me hear a good street fight story from Sage Northcutt. Don't leave any details out. I love this stuff.
You know, I wouldn't call it a street fight because it's in school, so it's not really like a street fight. But there was actually, you know, it's funny, the people that I guess had the situation, they're actually super nice now. But there was a kid in in my school one time that was picking on one of my friends, and it was in the wrestling team and stuff, and there was kind of being a little bit of bully. I told him to stop it. Tried to push me, so then I put him in a chokehold and had to kind of diffuse situation. Nothing too crazy. I wouldn't call it a street fight, but just kind of helping out my friend that couldn't stick up for himself, you know.
Man, that's awesome to hear. I wish more people would do that. Bullying is a real deal out there, folks. So it's good to hear that side of Sage. Sage, one other thing here. This might be kind of obvious, but you can dunk a basketball, right?
You know what? I don't know. You know, I could jump up and grab the goal, no problem. I mean, I might be able to actually do a flip and kick the goal with my foot. That's how I could probably jump. But I don't know if I could actually palm the ball and have the right technique to get the ball in. Maybe if I get lucky, I can. I haven't tried it in so long. I know a couple years ago, last time I ever tried to dunk a ball, I could do it. If I tried several times, I could do it. But right now, I'm not sure. Actually, that's a good question. I bet I could.
You got to try it, my man. You know, those of us that don't make it to 6 feet, or if we do and we just ain't got hops, that's what makes basketball so much fun, is watching, you know, those slam dunks and stuff. And after seeing, you know, some of the acrobatic things you can do, I thought you were going to tell me, oh, hell yeah, I can jump from the free throw line and I can do this and I can do that. But you got to post a video of you doing some dunks.
What was that? You said do a
You
video
got to post a video. You got to post a video of you doing some dunks. You know what I mean? You got the hops.
Man, when things open back up, I'm gonna have to try it out. That's actually a good idea. Thank you.
All right. One other thing here. The post-fight celebration, I love it. You know, you do a front flip. We've seen GSP. You know, he does some flips. Justin Gagey does some flips. Demetrius Johnson, he does some crazy stuff. Who's your favorite when it comes to either the post-fight celebration or whose flip game do you like in MMA?
Ooh, man. I mean, the ones you just listed, those are all really good. I like all theirs. Mighty Mouse, he's so fast. I know he always hits like 2 or 3 in a row really quick. GSP, like you said, always does a backflip. He does that. And I know he's doing lots of gymnastics. Who else? I know Wonder Boy from the same organization he used to fight in. He's got some really, really cool flips. There's some people that I like. The ones you listed and Wonder Boy, really good.
What about breakdancing? Did you ever do any breakdancing? It seems like you could probably pick some stuff up quick and maybe challenge Tony Ferguson.
Hey, breakdancing. You know, no, just messing around. I've never taken a lesson, but I think that'd be fun to take a lesson sometime and try it out because I'm always messing around doing silly flips or tricks or something. So that'd be cool.
Have you done the one where I guess you're like probably 3 or 4 feet inside of a pool and they just jump out? Have you ever done that one? I think DJ Penn's done it in the past, and a few fighters were doing it for a while.
No, you know, I haven't done that. No, I need to try that out. I remember seeing that before a few years ago when someone did it, and it went like viral on the internet. But I've never actually tried it. I feel like I should be able to do that. Is there like a trick to it or something, or do you know anybody personally that can do it? Because I need to try it out.
Well, I remember BJ Penn was one, and I saw a few others, but I just thought, that's pretty impressive. You know what I mean? I don't know. In this day and age with social media, a simple post like that just goes viral. You know what I mean? So with your skill, you should be posting one of those per day because I'm pretty sure you could do all the ones I just named.
Man, all right, I'm gonna have to try those out, especially when things like open back up and everything. I'm gonna try to figure those out. Good thinking. Thank you.
No problem, man. All right, last question. Super Sage Northcutt, our guest here on MMA Junkie Radio video style. So if one championship just tells you, hey man, circle a month on the calendar and give us a name or I don't know. You write your own script on the next fight. What are you thinking, Sage? 2020, right? But is there a month or a name?
Oh man, of course I'm man, right now, mentally, I'm ready to go. I can't wait to get back out there and fight and try to come back stronger than any other fight that I've ever had before. Yeah, I couldn't pinpoint a specific time. I'm just waiting for the okay to have full contact. That's the thing. And I know right now nobody's actually able to fight right now for one, just because of the quarantine and things being shut down. I know it's putting a lot of people on hold, like you were talking about earlier. Not just for the fact that when things open back up, but during all this time, people are not getting to train with each other and have sparring and have wrestling and jiu-jitsu and training and boxing. You're not able to get with sparring partners and have live situations. So not only is that the quarantine and everything affecting that, but getting back out there too. So I couldn't tell you the exact time. I'm shooting for sometime this year though, for sure.
Last question. When's the last time you had an unhealthy, greasy burger, and where was it from?
An unhealthy, greasy burger? Man, I'm trying to think. Oh man, I know. I love burgers. I'm trying to think of the last time I had one though. Cause I eat so Trifecta, the meal company that I eat all of my food from, they send me burgers all the time. And now it doesn't have the bun, it just has the meat. So I'm always eating their hamburger meat. But the last time I had a greasy burger, man, I'm totally forgetting. I can't think of the time actually.
You're gonna leave me hanging? I'm sure out there with Elkins and Guida and Faber, you guys did something in Sacramento. Some famous chain maybe after somebody's fight.
Actually,
we just gotta know that you're somewhat like from time to time a regular dude that indulges in some extra calories from time to time.
Okay, I was thinking of a name of a place. There is a place called Doghouse Grill in Fresno.
God damn.
So it's a few hours. Yeah, it's a few hours from Sacramento. I remember having a big old burger there. It was super good. And I was asking my girlfriend, her family and stuff, and they have some really good burgers.
Yeah, right there, man. As soon as you said it, I was like, whoa, next time I'm in Fresno, I'm going to Doghouse. That sounds good.
Doghouse.
All right.
Yeah, check it out. Definitely.
Hey, Sage, thanks for the time, my man. We really appreciate it. I hope you and your family, your friends, your teammates, everybody's safe during this difficult time. Yeah, and we hope to catch up with you soon once your next fight booking is set sometime down the road when the sport's back on and ready to go.
Man, I can't wait. Yeah, my next fight, I'm planning on it being my best fight yet. That's for sure. I have more drive right now to go back out there and do my best ever than any other fight. So something great's gonna happen.